Having coined the term survival horror during its original Japanese 1996 release, the Resident Evil franchise has spent the years since creating some of the most iconic characters in the genre. So, out of all the main games, minigames, and DLC, these are our top 10 playable Resident Evil characters.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
Billy Cohen could have easily turned into a villain after being wrongly framed for war crimes he didn't commit. But thrust into a situation he was never trained for nor mentally prepared for, Billy proves time and time again he's an honourable soldier by sticking with Rebecca Chambers, despite the fact she thinks he's a murderer. He's the sort of stand-up guy you'd buy a beer for at the pub, and who you definitely want on your team during an outbreak.
Feast on this!
Survival is your responsibility.
While other members on this list may have more, well, personality, Hunk stands for pure survival and simply getting the job done. He's probably faced more outbreaks than anyone else and was often the only survivor. There's a lot we can learn about the man behind those lifeless red goggles. Actually, he'd probably use you as a human shield given the chance.
Zombies and monsters.
At the grand old age of 18, Rebecca Chambers has already graduated college as a prodigy in the fields of chemistry and medicine, earned a coveted position in the elite STARS force, and is knee-deep investigating a series of cannibalistic murders that, spoiler, turn out to be a zombie outbreak. Sort of puts your achievements in perspective, doesn't it? Barry Burton's bearded lips are responsible for some of Resident Evil's creakiest dialogue.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
He's a charismatic buffoon with a heart of gold, and out of all the characters you'll meet playing Resident Evil, he's probably the most likeable. Barry's way with words means there's never a dull moment when he's on screen.
Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Ada!
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
At times, it seems as if everyone in Resident Evil is out to screw over one another, and Ada Wong represents that individualism. The series likes archetypes, with Ada's fulfilling the role of the classic femme fatale. Sexy, smart, and dangerous in equal measure, she's always a captivating and intriguing presence whenever she shows up. Also, she's just a lot of fun to play. You just don't get to roundhouse zombies wearing a cocktail dress while playing as Chris or Leon.
Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Redfield. It's an honor.
Just Chris, thanks.
With more appearances in the Resident Evil games than any other character on this list, Chris Redfield is the poster boy for the damage a man can inflict with his guns. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that by that we mean his biceps. The man is a walking pharmacy of steroids in Resident Evil 5. Before that, though, Chris was STAR's sharpest shooter and Jill's right hand during the mansion incident. His skill in combat, concern for the life of innocents, and close bonds with his teammates makes Chris the archetypal hero of the series. Though he sits at number 5 because he's also the most vanilla to play, unlike some of the more flavoursome characters you're about to see. What's that old adage? Never trust a man who wears sunglasses inside. Okay, well, that's not a saying, but it's still sound advice. Over the last 20 years, Albert Wesker has become the chief antagonist of the series, faking his own death, manipulating those around him, and even infecting himself in order to gain superpowers and usher in what he believes to be the next stage in human evolution. Should have spotted the sunglasses thing earlier.
Rebecca! Don't move.
Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother Chris.
Few families strike such fear into rotted zombie hearts like the Redfields, and Claire is no exception. But she balances being a badass with emotional depth. Her close relationships and empathy for those around her make her one of the most human characters in Resident Evil, which, for a franchise that's packed with conniving manipulators like Wesker, scheming killers like Ada, and creatures with spiked, pulsating flesh holes instead of faces, is rather welcome indeed.
Shut up! Make one wrong move and I'll shoot!
Jill Valentine survives using her sharp mind, deep pockets, and sheer gumption. And while she and Chris make a great team, she packs her own advantages for the player. She has 2 extra inventory slots, is a whiz with a lockpick, plus she knows how to work her way out of a Jill sandwich. Clever and respected by her fellow agents, Jill Valentine is video games' answer to horror movies' final girl and has rightfully cemented her place as one of the most well-rounded, capable characters in horror games.
You viral cultured freak!
First day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Unlike Chris or Jill, Leon Kennedy wasn't a highly trained STARS operative. He was a cop looking to make a difference. In fact, there's something a bit John McClane about Leon, an ordinary guy who becomes extraordinary under adverse circumstances. He quickly became one of the most capable characters in the series. In a world occupied by two-faced maniacs, mercenaries, and mad scientists, Leon is always decent, trustworthy, and composed. Sure, a lot of his popularity might stem from the brilliance of Resident Evil 4, but Leon has done enough over the years to warrant sitting at the top of this list. He even made that haircut cool.
Hope you got friends on the other side, 'cause no one's gonna miss you here.
So there you have it. That's our full list on the top 10 best playable Resident Evil characters. But who are your favourites? Let us know in the comment section below, and in the meantime, for all the news on whatever the Umbrella Corporation is going to throw at us next, stay tuned to IGN.